King Alcohol has many forms by which he catches men. He is a beast of many horns, and ever thus has been. For there's rum, and gin, and beer, and wine, and brandy of logwood hue, and hog, and port, and flip, combined to make a man look blue.
And howdy, folks. How y'all doing today?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's Rock the Junction time.
Oh my God!
It's like my favorite day of the year.
It is. This has become our semi-official start of the.
I think it kicks off the year for us anyway. I think this is
really
the best.
does.
It's,
absolutely.
It is. It's the kickoff of the summer. It's shaking the winter blues and
it's the one event where almost always the 4 original pigs are together.
Yeah,
pretty
much.
I mean,
That's
almost
true.
always.
Yeah.
But it's also where we get to experience a lot of the brews coming out because a lot of the people here are bringing out their summer brews for the first time.
And there's a lot of new ones out there that I actually haven't tried yet.
Oh my goodness!
But I disagree. I mean, how many porters do you see here today?
I haven't seen a lot of porters yet.
There's a couple porters.
Oh, okay.
There's a few stouts here today.
This is a close call.
No, but there's also a ton of the lighter summer beers.
I know,
there's
but
more of those.
I know, but I like the fact that I can still get a stout or a porter right
Yes, you still can.
now. It's now we're at that point where it's getting hard to find.
Yeah, and it's kind of chilly today. It's a little chilly this morning, so porter's not bad. Porter and stout's not bad today.
And my beautiful other half, Mickey, is here with us today.
Howdy, ma'am.
Mickey Dicky.
Always good to see you.
And we did I don't even know who it was from, the Utterly Chocolate that was in Grand Junction this week. We kicked off our day, but do anybody know where that was from?
I have no idea.
We'll have to ask him where that was from.
That was solid. I mean, it was straight up Hershey's chocolate syrup.
It was a chocolate bar in a cup.
I didn't
good.
get that one. I need to try that.
Yeah, it's on tap in Grand Junction.
Inside the brewery?
Yeah.
So when we end up shit-faced later, we can just go crash in there and grab some scotched eggs and...
Later?
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, we were talking, so we got here early because normally, and even John Knight from Grand Junction, he's like, everybody's got to be set up by 11:30, right? Because every year we've done this before, it's raining or something else, but everybody's still trying to set up. All the VIPs are walking in.
Yeah.
There's like trucks driving down the street.
And he's got to love us because we're the first ones here. Cause
Pretty much.
Pat kicks
Because
our
I have
ass.
OCD.
What do you mean you're not here at 8:47?
It's 8:30. Where you guys at?
Yeah, this morning I told him to come by the store and pick up the new canopy.
Yeah.
I said, I open at 9, just come in and grab it. Dude, 9's really late. I'm like, dude, you don't have to be in Westfield till 10.
I know.
It's 20 minutes down the freaking road, man. Like,
But
There's traffic.
Yeah.
What if there's a
there's a lightning
semi-
storm.
who knows?
But it's still really weird this year, though. John doesn't really know what to do themselves right now for the last hour because everybody actually showed up on time and is set up and by 11:30, and it's just right now brewers talking to other brewers at all. It's the early VIP kind of thing right now.
But this is my favorite time of a festival.
Oh,
Right.
it's beautiful,
This
isn't it?
always happens. I mean, not always.
when we
'cause-
have the
yeah.
We have the
reline
run of
all
the place.
drinks,
Yeah. And everybody,
And
we know
4-Day
everybody.
Ray was one of the first ones here this year. That's shocking.
Which God love you, Brian. God love you, Brian. But you guys are always here like late.
you notice it's not Brian. That's why they're here on time. Just going to throw that out there because it's Brian and I don't care.
Now, time out.
Well, I
remember,
think he's at another
like
festival.
3 years ago, 2 years ago, 4-Day Ray was always first one there.
Were they here on the first one?
I'm not just saying Grand. At Rock
Oh
the
yeah.
Junction.
Oh, at all the other
Yeah.
festivals, yes. But at Rock the Junction, they were always last.
But then there's
Yes.
like a downward spiral where they're like, nope, we're crashing as
Last year-
again, Brian was driving the van.
Last year, Brian was coming in here backed up with the van. We were already like 2 or 3 brewers into our
Oh, yeah,
show,
yeah.
and we're like, hey, dude, welcome to the show.
just teasing you there, Brian. Don't worry. Don't take it personal. We just
Oh,
teasing
he won't
you.
take it
He's
personally.
fine.
I know.
Let's be honest, he's
I
not
think
even
he's at
listening
another.
to this show.
I heard there was another.
Yeah, I
there's
think there are
other
like
shit going
two
on there
other
already.
different things this weekend.
Uh,
I don't know what other festivals are this
Columbus
weekend.
Brewfest is going on right now.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, somebody has said that earlier.
I thought maybe. I thought they said maybe that one, but
I don't
I'm
know.
sorry. I don't know why he would be anywhere else but here.
yeah.
Right.
Well, again, it's been a good year. They sold out tickets again. There's no
Well,
tickets
time
at
out.
the gate.
Time out. Most importantly, they invite us.
Yeah, well that's true. They do call us specifically like 6 months ahead of time. You
Right.
guys going to be there? Yes. And tag us in everything. So we love Grand Junction. They're good people. And they have some great beers on today. We'll have R2, the brewer over there on. They've got some good beers, and like you said, the Utterly Chocolate. But they've got beers on inside the tap house.
I'm drinking Taxman right now.
It's a little bit different setup in that the looks like they're letting in VIP now. But it's the food trucks are off the strip this time.
Yeah.
Probably to avoid the lightning strike from 2 years ago.
Speaking of which, is Tipsy Turvy here?
I haven't seen her.
I haven't
She's
seen
probably
her.
like, I'm not dealing
I
with
feel
that
like I
again.
haven't
She's done
seen her
with
in a
us.
while.
Yeah, she got electrocuted. She's not coming.
I feel like I
sucks.
haven't seen her in a while, though.
I hope is the pizza place going to open up?
Oh,
I
I
hope
hope
so.
so.
That would be dumb if they didn't. The lights still aren't on, but I'm guessing
Yeah,
hopefully.
it's
Last time I saw her was at the Taste of Lebanon. She was there.
Yeah.
At that one. That was last summer.
Yeah.
Savor Lebanon one.
Savor Lebanon, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we've got we've got Big Lug, we've got Taxman, Moontown, Beer Brewery, Indiana City Brewing, Pax Verum, Primeval's here. They're not open yet, but they're still here. And then we've got 4-Day Ray. Who the hell else do we have? Backstep,
Where's Big Lug?
Tin Man.
Big Lug
There's
down
a
there.
big
I saw
flag sitting there that says Big Lug.
Macho Man
I
Randy
didn't even
Savage.
see him.
I didn't either. I was
You
looking
missed
for
the
him, too.
giant flag that says
Yeah.
Big Lug.
Yeah.
Yeah, Big Lug's here, and Field Brewing,
Field
who
Brewery.
is new to Westfield. They're just down the street.
I mean,
they
Tan
were here
River or
last.
something like that.
They were here last
However
year,
you
but he
pronounce
was just shaking hands and stuff.
Yeah.
Ryan the brewer,
Kissing babies. And
Kiss Babies.
Taze Rivers here.
Taze
River.
River,
There you go.
and Tin Man. Who else? That Deer Creek's here,
Which surprised
and
me, Tin Man's here.
yeah, but hey,
That's awesome.
Tin Man
Yeah,
Kokomo.
here. Absolutely.
Good
Kokomo,
stuff.
right? Yeah, they have Kokomo location
Yeah,
now.
but it's a solid set of beers this time, and everybody's got a lot of beers.
yeah.
Because last year they ran out early.
Timeout. They
If I
got
remember.
cops patrolling this year. we
Uh-oh.
need to go.
We're in trouble.
He waved at us like, "Hey guys."
Oh, yeah.
I thought we knew him. I was about to invite him. Well, hey, we got an extra seat here, officer. Come on.
You want to talk
You
on
want
the
to go
show?
grab you a beer?
You want to try that one?
It wouldn't be a bad idea to get him on for a few minutes. And
Talk about the event and say, "Hey, how's this event go for your city?"
No, boys. How much cash do we have on us right now? Is what we need to do.
Yeah, it's so they're letting in the VIPs. We're just starting up our show. John, everybody's looking good. The stage is good.
Thank you.
Weather's
so
coming and going, cloudy, sunny,
yeah,
but
it's
hey,
weird.
it's still.
I'll tell you what, when the sun's
what we're
out,
used
it's
to.
warm and it's
Oh,
beautiful.
man, yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's coming and going, but it's gonna be a good day. Live music, shit.
I just
Live
feel good
music,
because Pat just said
food.
we all look good. I mean, that's
Yeah.
I don't often get those comments
Well,
from Pat.
He wasn't referencing you. He was looking at me.
No.
What are
He
you
was
guys
looking at
starting
you, but
with?
thinking
I
about
think,
me.
I think me, Pat, and me and Cowboy and Mickey are all starting with the tax man, right?
I have
Oh,
tax
yeah.
man.
You got tax man.
You
too?
tried my tax man.
You got deduction?
No, I got the other one. The
I actually.
Huh?
the
oh, you
farmhouse.
got the farmhouse. That's
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah,
It's
this farmhouse
really
thing's
good.
on.
Really good.
It's
Yes.
solid, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I actually
freaking
started
clean.
I actually started out with Field because there are several Dunkels out today.
Well, time out. It's not what we started out with. What's
sorry.
in your cup right
What's
now?
in my cup right
That's what we
now?
started the show with. That's not
Sorry,
what
yes.
we started. It's in my cup right now, right?
Way to break the illusion of radio, cowboy.
Well, I don't like to lie to our listeners. You
So
know?
what I have in my cup right now?
Our listeners know we did not just have our
Yeah.
first beer when we sat
Of
down. They're not
course.
stupid.
I already told them this place has been open for an hour just for us.
Pretty sure they know.
But I started out with the Field Dunkel for the show. I've had the
Backstep's
Backstep's Dunkel is beautiful. They've got a nice goza.
Awesome
You got
goza and
if
great
you
Cezanne.
I mean, you'll hear this show later, but I have a goza. Josh is still doing amazing work. He's got a prickly pear goza.
Which I don't like gozas.
No, but
And their prickly pear is
it's-
awesome.
it is
Delicious.
a
Give
beautiful
that one a
prickly
shot.
pear cactus fruit goza.
there was a really earthy aroma to that,
Yeah, it is.
goza that you just don't get. That was really
it's
delicious.
it's clean and
Yeah.
it's a good, beautiful beer.
There's a lot
and-
more sweetness came off of it than sour to me, so I was good.
Yes,
with it.
Yeah.
and then the salt was just right. There's just enough because it's a goza. So you got to throw that salt on it. So the saltiness was just right. It was really good for those of you not used to trying gozas. Try that prickly pear. Man, it's pretty good when you get out to Backstep. So let's fill up beers again. You think, and
Yeah.
go see if we can get. We need to get John
We
on
gotta get John on. Yeah,
from
definitely.
Grand Junction and
Oh,
let
you mean
him
I gotta
talk
drink
about
a
it.
Grand Junction beer?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. All right. Yeah. So we'll, this. You know how these shows go at the festivals. We kind of stop and start, but keep listening,
Deal with
and we'll be back.
They won't even know the difference.
No, they won't.
Hey, this is Jim Boris from the Backstep Brewing Company in beautiful downtown Crawfordsville, and you are listening to Blind Pig Confessions.
Hey, we
Hey.
are back at Rock the Junction 2019.
We have one
Gotta love
very,
it.
very, very special guest on the show with us tonight.
We try to get him on first and off first. You know,
It's always
'Cause
good to
he
get him
runs
off.
his-
because
ass
he's
off.
busy. He's busy.
Yeah.
He was kind of
man.
to be honest, he's not busy this year.
Who is he?
Oh, my God.
Can we hear him?
Yeah.
Hey, John.
How's
There
everyone
you
doing?
go.
Mr. John
Welcome.
Knight of Grand Junction. It's glad to have you
Yeah.
back, and
Thank you guys
glad
for
to
being
be
here.
here. Man,
Yeah.
we love this, man. This
Yep.
like we were just talking before. This kicks off our summer, man. I think this is just an amazing event, and we love being here. And I think this is a Westfield now. It's the town loves this.
Yeah, well, it's the biggest event in
Yeah.
downtown Westfield.
Yeah.
Every
Right-
year we
rightfully so,
we
yeah.
pack 1,000 people into a very small footprint, and it's all charity.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all about giving back to those that support us and the community. And we love it. So the 4th year of doing it. So this is number 4 of Rock the Junction, and keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So did you sell out again?
We sold out.
Sold out?
We
Yep.
sold out.
Before, yep. No tickets at the gate for this one,
Yeah,
people.
sorry
That's
guys.
usually-
Sorry. Buy early next year.
Yeah.
Sorry, not sorry.
Yeah. Well, that's what, I was trying to remind him on our page, too. It's like, I get them now, because I just talked to John, and there were 12 tickets left or
Well,
something.
what's funny is we, for the last week, kept saying, we did a countdown. We're like, there's 100 left. There's 50 left. There's 25 left. And we still had people
Yeah.
calling, and they were upset with us that we sold out. And we're like, Actually, one gal said, I didn't get off work until 5 p.m., and you guys cut tickets off at 5 p.m. Like, well,
We've been selling them for 6
Yeah,
months.
yeah, they've been for sale since January.
She thought the price was gonna go down. She waited till the last minute. It's not eBay.
So this rye barrel.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit! That's
Oh, did
amazing.
he get the rye barrel?
Yeah.
I thought R2 said there was a mix-up or something.
No, it's
Oh, he did
it's-
get the rye
it's
barrel.
rye.
Oh, man, that is
yeah,
awesome.
it's a rye barrel.
It's very, very
Holy
good.
moly.
Yep, I tried his too. I have the
That
Hefty
came
right
in,
now.
I think it finished at around 12.8.
Holy.
I
cow.
knew it was higher than 10.
There's a big.
Oh, it's
yeah.
it's quite a bit higher
Yeah.
than 10.
What's
yeah,
nice is
it'll
there's a
set
big-
you free.
Yeah, there's a big kick of sweetness, but
Oh.
it mellows out.
Yeah.
And then it
Yep.
just dries. Man, that is really
It's not
nice.
chewy. It's
No.
not chewy at all.
No.
No.
Well, that's my favorite phrase to use, And
Yeah.
no, that's 12. Anything? Yeah. See,
No. I mean, the sweetness gets you up front. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
beautiful taste, but it mellows right out and dries right out. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Oh, it goes
You
down.
get that nice whiskey.
You get the,
Yeah.
but not a harsh whiskey burn. Not even a harsh rye whiskey burn on that.
No.
It's not a rye burn on it. But you can taste the rye part.
Oh, yeah.
Without being super burned. Yeah,
And
that's beautiful.
Then I have
man.
pretty much the opposite. I have the Hefty. So this is the
He went to the other end of the spectrum there.
this is the
I remember when I had my
all-
first beer.
all day drinker right here, baby. No, this is the beer for summer. This is all day,
He's
every day on the
he's
boat.
pacing himself.
listen,
it's
I
a-
would-
it's a long day.
I would normally do exactly what you did, but then I seen the rye barrel down there. I go, that's not
Yeah.
lasting
Fine.
long.
I didn't say I didn't try the rye barrel. I currently have in my glass the Hefeweizen, which is delicious, and it's an all-day drinker.
Well-
you can hit this guy from morning till night and be good to go.
Yeah, so
Talk about John like that.
Yeah, we just opened up the gates here, and obviously you see all the people flooding in. But
Yep.
we just opened up the gates, and what was funny is this is probably my third taster of the rye barrel that we just put
Oh.
on, and the guys behind the table there, so R2 and Jason were like, John, slow
down, bud.
for the guests. they've paid to be here,
Yeah, but I paid for the beer.
so
I can have as much as I want.
I have to pace myself.
I do what I want.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, especially you're starting off on a 12%er for the
Well,
morning.
that and I got to hop up, on the stage and make some announcements
Yep.
and thank all the
Yeah.
sponsors and different vendors that are here.
hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for coming.
I gotta make it. I gotta make it. It's a long day.
Yeah, you do that right after you get off here.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we were speaking earlier too. It was like everybody was set up early this year, and you had like an hour of.
You
didn't have
mean
to do
finally on
anything.
time?
You know what?
'Cause
Yeah.
last 2 years you don't
it's
get
hilarious.
a chance to drink.
yeah,
hilarious.
I'm usually running around like a
Ragged,
chicken with my
yeah.
head cut off, and this year I don't know what happened. Somebody sent a memo, and it wasn't me.
It was Pat.
But every single brewery and vendor and
Oh yeah.
they all showed up on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because normally we're trying to avoid trucks hitting the
Yes.
VIPs.
4-day rate. 4-day rate.
we had our truck incident this year though.
Oh, hold on. Yeah.
hear
So
about
this
that, yeah.
this is not what we. Yeah. So you got to tell us about this one. So we've had our lightning incident. It's usually a storm or a tornado of some sort.
Yeah, so-
and then we had the lightning incident 2 years
Yeah,
ago.
so we love doing this event in the month of May. One of the challenges of doing an event outdoors in the month of May is
Indiana.
weather.
Or
It's
in Indiana,
it's-
period. Shut up.
we're in the state of Indiana. So we had a lightning strike. Was it 2 years ago?
2 years
Yep.
ago, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, one of the buildings that's right here on the street that we're sitting on was hit by lightning.
No, Tipsy Turvy was hit
Well,
I think
she got
I think
residual.
I think she was hanging on to
She
the
was
belt.
leaning
Yeah, she
on
was-
like
yeah.
one of the food trucks that was metal, and like the sheer amount of electricity in the air.
But and funny enough, she goes, "That's not the first time I've been hit by lightning."
This year, and then this year we had one of our vendors. I'm not going to call him out.
No,
'cause
it's
I
okay.
don't want to embarrass one of the
Nobody was
one
here,
of the
no-
breweries out there that did this.
Nobody was
But
here. Nobody got hurt.
Nobody was here. No one got hurt, thankfully. But we had a runaway vehicle. Actually, I think someone left it in drive and exited the vehicle, and next thing you know, it ended up down in a ravine about 15 to 20 feet. Took out a box of our tasting cups. Took out of some tables. A couple of volunteers had to dive out of the way and not get hit. It hit a guardrail.
But the most
missed a
important
food
thing,
truck.
The most important thing is they're set up.
Yeah, they are set up, and still, despite all of that, they were set up early.
That's dedication right there.
That is
They came
dedication.
flying in. We're not going to be late this year.
But you were just out in your truck, and was it your daughter called you or something? Like, do you have any chains
Yeah.
to tow a car out of a ravine?
Yeah,
And,
so-
and you're like, what?
Yeah. Well, my response wasn't what it was. I'm not dealing with that shit this year.
Call AAA.
Yeah. So yes, I did get the phone call though.
So there's been something every year. It's either
Always.
It's either a damn near tornado here,
Yeah.
a lightning strike, runaway cars. You
Yes.
know, I'm excited for next year.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It progressively gets better every
I was
year.
gonna say that's what makes this such a fun event.
I don't know how we top it though. I don't. I'm a little worried actually. Maybe I won't be here next year.
Yeah,
Maybe
next
we'll
year.
just-
Yeah, because
and have someone else do
Because
it.
you escalate it too far, and at some point, someone's going to lose an arm.
At some point, it's not funny anymore.
Someone might get hurt.
John's like, "This is the only day of the year I'm not coming to work now."
Yeah, that's right.
And the
Everybody-
community actually, I mean, obviously, this community just engulfs Grand Junction and Legend.
Yeah.
You guys got another place open now.
Yeah.
And that's going strong,
Oh,
right?
it's going
I mean,
really strong. Yeah. So here's the thing, and we can, I'll touch on it. There is a $25 million development that's getting put in right where we're sitting, right across the street from our pub location. It's been signed, so the ink is dry.
How long did you sign your lease for?
I own the building.
Okay, good.
I own the building across the street. But so what's happening is there's a chance that Rock the Junction will not be at this location next year. This may be the last time we do it here. With that said, I spent the last 7 weeks of my life building a stage at our
saw
tap
that.
room.
Yep, we saw that.
Because of
That.
potentially, yes,
Yeah.
because of that. So
But you know what? It's not like it's far away.
no,
You know,
and we have a
and-
huge parking lot
Yeah.
over there,
Yeah.
so it may get moved. We don't know,
that's
but I
okay.
certainly don't want to plan an event with, 1,000 of our closest friends and have it to where it's actually not going to be able to take place where we sell tickets for and so
Sure,
forth. So
yeah.
this may be the last one here.
Here,
But
Rock the
it's not
Junction's
the
going
last
to go
Rock
on.
the
Just
Junction.
gonna
Rock
be-
the Junction will go on.
Yes.
We'll keep rocking the Junction,
And
as
it's
long
still
as we can.
the charity's still happening. The brewers will still
Yes.
be here.
Yeah. Yeah,
we
so
got a ton of breweries here this year still.
Yep. We got 3 charities this year that we're focusing the money from this event. So this again is a 100% charity-driven event. We don't make a dime off of it. All the net proceeds from it go directly to local charity. The first one is the Children's Organ Transplant Association, based out of Bloomington, Indiana. It's a national group.
Yeah.
I lost I should say my wife and I lost a very close friend in November who was the chairperson for CODA. So it's Children's Organ Transplant Association, CODA for short. And he passed away. He was a trailblazer, a guy by the name of George Talaferro. He was the first African-American ever drafted into the NFL. He was the Jackie Robinson of football.
Oh, wow.
My wife happens to be his biographer. She wrote his book, his story. So very close to us. And his passion was CODA, and it was giving these kids a chance. Giving them a chance at life, right? So we're going to do an announcement on the stage here today. We're going to give some money to CODA. The other one is Westfield Youth Assistance. They help troubled teens and troubled youth here in Westfield through counseling and support services. And then what we do on top of that, and what we do every year, is we have a Grand Junction Brewing Company scholarship fund.
Right.
So we give 2 scholarships to seniors at Westfield High School.
I thought you were just going to say seniors because I was going to raise my hand.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Those scholarships are not traditional 4-year scholarships.
Right.
So, the kids that got the 4.0 GPAs and that are rocking it out and they're taking all these AP courses, they get money thrown at them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the guys and gals that are the ones studying, want to go to a vocational, want to do a 2-year study.
Yeah.
They may have the David Letterman, B minus, whatever, average or whatever. There's no money available to them, and mom and dad may make too much money, right? So they don't qualify for aid.
Right.
So that is an underserved market.
Yeah,
that's an
that's
underserved
awesome.
area.
Yeah.
So we give scholarships to those guys
That's
and
awesome.
those gals.
Amazing.
So
Yeah, that's
that's
fantastic.
where that money is directed.
That is
Awesome.
incredible.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Wow,
God
that's
damn.
beautiful. But yeah, three different charities and just keeping it all local, and it's awesome.
Now, how often do you have them cleaning your brewery out?
Yeah, I wish. I wish the brewers.
Is there a vocational brewery cleaning vocation?
Yeah, we haven't figured that part out, but that's a hell of an idea. By the way. Thanks for bringing that up.
you could give away internships.
That's
We
going to be a
could,
stipulation,
yeah, we
actually.
a little bit of internships.
This is all great intel. Yeah, this is all the stuff I need to hear.
Good job, cowboy. But John, we love having you, man. We love you
Yeah.
not just for your beer. We love you for your beer because your beer is amazing.
Yeah.
But we love you for what you give back, and we love you because
Thank
you're
you.
just a good guy.
Thank you.
And you invite us. So I mean,
yeah.
that's a
Yeah,
fun
yeah.
thing.
You
But
actually
we
purposely
do. We love
invite
this
us.
event, man. We love
Yeah.
everything about Grand Junction, what you guys are what standing for, and your great beer, and your great food.
Yep.
We just love this place, man.
Well,
Is there barbecue?
we love you guys, and
I heard
thanks
there's
again
barbecue
for
at
being
the.
here.
Is there gonna be barbecue at the tap room?
So the barbecue guy has been
Right.
building a stage for the last
Oh, is
7
that the
weeks.
is that the flying? Is that the?
I love the barbecue. So yeah, that's one of those.
Beautiful.
I have several different passions in life. Obviously, one's beer.
Yeah,
The other one is barbecue. I love
it's a perfect combo.
Yeah, I love doing barbecue. So I am the barbecue guy at the tap room.
Nice.
Unfortunately, my attention's been diverted to building this stage. So we've got it done. So yes,
All right.
barbecue will be coming back to the tap room.
Well, we know you're a busy
Yes,
man,
sir.
sir, and you got a lot going on today. But
Thank you.
thanks for coming on the show today. Again, we appreciate everything you do and everything you're doing for the community today. And we're going to get some people on the show. And cheers.
Cheers, brother.
All right, thanks,
Yeah,
guys.
but-
Cheers.
Aloha, Pastor Poi Mahalo. It's Cluck for the Jason and Cluck Show, and this is the Blind Pig Confessions here on the internet. www.whatever.
Hey, we are back at Rock the Junction.
Well,
2019.
technically, we're still here.
Yeah, well, in back. We're just,
You know,
we took a leak break.
I did.
That's
I don't know about
important.
you guys.
It took Pat like 6 years. That large prostate must be getting to him.
No, I was
get somebody in there?
No, I was applauding John. He was making announcements about the charities, and then he announced us over the PA system as well. So listen to Blind Pig Confessions.
That
So
was nice of him.
you know, I was glad handing. You know, well, hand job, whatever. I don't know
I was
what.
going to say, did you
Glad
say
hand.
candy in front of any of us?
Glad handing. I haven't heard of that.
Oh, that glad handing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I'll take 2.
Is that another word for masturbating? 'Cause
No. You never do that in a porta potty. No, that's awful.
Oh, that's probably
completely
been done.
that's its
disagree.
own fetish, isn't it?
It's been done.
I think
Yeah,
It's been done.
actually,
it's on Pornhub
actually own
somewhere.
the-
I'm sure.
Yes.
exactly.
I
It
own
was
the
it was
domain
done about
rights.
an hour ago. I know.
Cowboy owns the domain rights
heard
for
about
that.
it.
He has that domain name.
Yeah.
That's why you
Up on
don't touch
GoDaddy.
anything in those porta potties.
I got the .com and the .org.
Not the .xxx one.
Well, I'm trying to get the .edu right now, but it's costing me a little bit extra.
All right, who we got online? Who we got here with us?
Here we go.
We do have Mr. Jimmy Burrows.
Hey, what's happening?
From Backstep.
That's right.
One of our great friends.
All right.
Love these.
Yeah, glad to be back.
I've known Jimmy from the music world, now the beer world, and man, it's just awesome. And we
And they keep winning awards.
we
you
slobber
dumb
over the
bastards.
Backstep beer because it's fucking amazing.
And winning awards and
Trying.
shit.
We're
Winning
trying.
awards.
Yeah,
and
we're
shit.
hoping for some more this year. Josh is entering a bunch of competitions. See what sticks to the wall. Just keep making clean beer.
Time
And
out. What sticks to the wall?
Yes.
Like you're just throwing it up there. See what happens.
Yeah, no,
come
Josh,
on
you know
now.
Josh doesn't work that way.
there's
It's
a
all
lot of
scientific.
variables. You know, you
Talk
never
about
know.
masturbating in a fucking
Oh man,
That's what I was
you
gonna
guys
say.
did it to me.
That was an
My
odd
subconscious
comment.
coming through now.
Very odd comment to follow up the earlier conversation.
Hey, come on.
No, but I mean, your stuff's so good. I mean, you know that it's going to do well.
We hope. There's a lot of good beers out there. I can't go in there
It's hard.
overconfident, and people are making great beers. You just got to see what happens.
Well,
Yep.
I mean,
Yep.
obviously, but
But thank you. I appreciate
you are
it.
very humble.
We're trying to stay humble and focus on integrity. And that's
Josh
what we
is
do.
very humble about it. Yeah, he's very humble about it. He's like, I'm just trying to make some beer, man.
No one hates his beer more than him.
Oh, yeah.
is
I
the
bet.
thing.
Yeah.
But that's what makes him better.
He's like, damn it, this was supposed to be 5.3, not 5.4.
Honest, the smallest percentages keep that kid up at night. Ask his fiance.
But-
He's screaming about.
that's exactly
Percentages
how
at
That's
night.
exactly
It
how
was
you
too
know-
dark.
Yeah, that's exactly how you know you got the right guy.
Well, yeah.
You are absolutely correct. Yep.
So earlier, these guys were just screaming about the Goza and how amazing it was. So I'm like, I gotta
The
try
prickly
it.
pear. This is your what is this one? This is the prickly pear. What
Yeah,
is
we
that one
released
called?
it just for today. We're probably going to do some fruited series just to keep it fresh for the summer.
Right.
But otherwise, it's the Goza we released maybe 2 weeks ago.
What's it called?
85 Revival.
85
it's our
Revival.
first Goza. It came out super clean.
Unbelievable.
I'm glad you like it. It's
Jordan
fun.
hates gozas and sours and things.
Good.
He's
It's-
not a
it's
sour goza guy.
balanced.
Neither is Cowboy really.
No,
I don't
no.
hate. I just normally don't
No,
go to them.
Not your thing.
Right.
No, I will generally
The
say I
prickly
do not
pear
like-
adds some. What were you saying? There's a nice earthy aroma.
There's
to
actually
the,
some earthiness to it. The aroma's
there?
earthy, and then
Yes.
so it's different. You don't. It's a
They didn't clean them before they put them in.
yeah. I mean, they're really
Extra earthy.
What's stuck in what's stuck in the roof of my mouth? Oh, that's a cactus.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
worry.
Arizona dirt.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's delicious.
When you get that aroma, it's real earthy. It's like that's not a goza.
Yeah.
But then as soon as you taste it, it's like, oh, that's a
And the
goza.
cleanness
but
and
it's
the
real
saltiness,
balanced,
yep.
and it's not as salty. It's,
Right, he didn't
it's
oversalt it.
No, it's really
yeah,
not.
It's not as
definitely didn't
sour
oversalt
either.
it. No, it's very light. It's clean. And It's got a beautiful like rosy color to it.
I think as a genre, it's coming back pretty hard anyways, and
yeah.
I didn't love them a couple years ago, but I'm seeing a lot better examples
Exactly.
in the region, so
There were
it's a
people
fun-
trying, but it was sloppy.
Yeah.
And you're just kind of like, oh, let's just throw some Himalayan sea salt in it in our sour. I was like, yeah, that's not really how it
Right.
goes,
Yeah.
but okay.
It came out nice. It's a nice batch, and the fruited flavor is a lot of
It's
fun.
spectacular.
Yeah.
I remember I walked up, you guys were setting up, and the first thing you guys said to me, brought your favorite beer. And I'm like, Dunkel?
You should have
Yeah,
seen your eyes.
I did. they were making Cowboy and Dougie Fresh were making fun of me, man.
I come up to Pat. I go, "Hey, back's up, sir." He goes, "All right." And he goes, "Oh, oh."
That goes back to earlier comment. That's what took him so long in the bathroom.
Sure, exactly.
He had a glass of the Goza right before he walked in.
all right.
Well, yeah, that and the Dunkel.
long as
You
you're
know,
happy,
yeah.
Their
I'm happy.
Dunkel is one of my favorites, man. And he said, I thought you guys had it on before. He said you guys haven't brewed Dunkel since like we
That's
were
since
out
you
there.
guys were out, yeah.
Like a year ago.
Yeah, it sold well. It got that award, and now
Yeah.
we're making it again.
You got that award. You're like, we got the award. We don't need to brew it again.
And it's funny.
I'd love to. It's just the brewing schedule is so tight.
Yeah.
Like he
I
has
bet.
every single day
Yeah.
mapped out for over a year in advance, and sometimes we can sneak something in there, but other than that, it's as tight as we can get it. It's
Sorry,
crazy.
we have people trying
Hey,
to
that's $1.
trying to horribly sneak
They think they're
koozies
stealing.
or something. It's like you're not stealing anything.
Get out of there. Get a cup.
It was funny. A month ago, I was out at Backstep, and
Yeah, backstep guy. Yeah, there you go. See, he's just handing out his own stickers too.
my sister-in-law,
Piggybacking off the success, your guys' success.
about 6 months ago, my sister-in-law was like, "Hey, you guys are coming out. You guys want to go to this new place called Backstep?" I'm like, "It's
Yeah.
not that new, but yes." But
Isn't it an awesome brewery though?
Oh, my
I
God,
just think it's such a cool place, man.
and the location's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm curious how you crammed a larger system into that room.
The beauty, the footprint of each piece wasn't that bigger. It just went taller. Luckily, that old Greyhound bus station had high ceilings. So what's weird, it's almost remember in The Jerk when they built the bigger house
Yeah.
and it looked exactly the same.
On the
so was
outside.
the equipment. It's almost an optical illusion because they look exactly the same. They're just taller. So
Okay.
until you see someone standing next to it, it looks exactly like the old system. But that's how.
Okay.
And there's no more room. That is it. That is the max we can cram into whatever, like, what is it, 1,000 square foot? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
If that, yeah.
We're actually
going
going to do a complete measure to see if we're doing the most capacity versus square footage in the state or the region or something.
Might be, yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
no
you're
shit,
Because it could be.
yeah. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure how you were going to be able to put anything else in there
We
last
weren't
time.
positive either.
I mean, there's no way that you're at 1,000 square foot. You're way under that. You would
It's
have
yeah,
to be.
I was being generous. It's,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
small.
way.
I really we should put it pencil to paper and see what it really
Well,
is.
you could put a few things up in the haunted second floor and just let the pipes and just flow the pipes down.
We
I
had
guess.
an engineer out to look at that, so
See how much weight it could hold?
Yeah, it's not as much as one hoped.
Well, it held like 3 pigs at least,
Right.
so that's got to hold a lot of weight.
That's good enough for open fermentation.
It held a brothel and stuff like that, so it took some kind of
It took a beating.
Yeah, well,
We'll say thrust.
speaking of
I
eating,
was trying
wait.
to say PC. We're not going to do some lagering in the basement, though, so that is going to help
really?
some capacity,
All
some
right.
Quebec stuff, some stuff that can ferment at those temperatures. So
Awesome.
be looking for that.
Yeah, upstairs would be the wild yeast strain.
Yeah. That's where you put your sours.
My God, you guys just
We're
take
awful,
it
aren't
so
we?
far so fast.
Don't
I'm just
we?
trying to keep.
Bunch of
Oh, you're
dirty
doing
We got here
bastards
at
on
10,
that,
man.
Move up here.
We got here at 10 and started drinking your
True.
beers.
Yeah, it is partly my fault. I will take part of the blame.
Yeah,
not
what
all
do
of
You
it.
brewed a 7.4 saison for
Yes, we
Christ's
did.
sake.
Which
And
is
you
what-
can't tell when you're drinking it.
That's
either.
what we were talking about. You
That's the
can't
next.
tell
That was the
It's-
next beer you have out.
yeah,
You have
it's
the was that the lost season.
Lost Season
It's
just
the Lost
came back
Season
out.
Saison.
Did real well with awards last year, and we're hoping to see some more with that. And besides that, the public loves it and really had
What's
no
not to
choice
like
not to
about it?
remake
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But your Florian. Your Florian today is super, super fresh.
Isn't that awesome? It's
Oh
about
my
a week old,
God,
and
it's
he's
so
been
good.
tweaking it slowly over the years, trying to just perfect each
and
batch.
I have no idea why he would have in the first place, but today I had it and I was like, oh my God, I
it's
get
stellar.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's solid.
Came out nice.
Yeah.
It's that older style, and I almost say it every time we pour it because people expect like maybe a super modern, like maybe 450 style, which is fine, but this is just more of a classic style. And I got to remind people, hey, that's a West Coast, just so you know. It's going to taste more caramely and different than your other hyper modern IPAs.
It's
Right,
West Coast. It's
right.
West Coast, but it's not in your face hop.
No, I mean it's there and it's merit
Yeah.
to smell and to taste, but yeah, not over the top.
No.
At all. It's got old school hops. It's like Cascade and Centennial and some other
Yeah.
stuff.
Which is
Keep it
crazy
simple.
because I mean,
It
yeah,
is.
those are simple hops, but man,
and we can
they're-
get them really
Yeah.
easy.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they're priced nice too.
Yeah.
Are they
definitely.
right now?
Yeah.
Really? They've
That's-
come down?
Because it's a less, they're not killing each other for like a Citra or a Mosaic.
Most-
Yeah.
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 Yep.
But I mean, what was it? A year and a half ago, 2 years ago, where I mean, Centennial went through the roof, didn't it?
It's manageable right now. There's more people in the game too.
Yeah?
So like
Yeah.
the hop co-ops and stuff like that, you can get a decent price on it.
Oh, that's good. Awesome.
Yeah,
Love-
we
love
see
seeing
that a lot
that,
more
yeah.
across the board. I think Centennial. It just good. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's a nice even clean hop, and it's what you use for the good stuff. Yeah, you can go off and throw all the other different kinds of hops and try something weird, but if you're brewing a nice solid IPA, it's a great hop to use. I mean,
Citra will make anything taste
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It takes some of the sport out of it. I
I'm a-
love it.
yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'll drink a Citra beer anytime. I
Sure.
think it's delicious, but
Correct
it
statement,
takes
yeah.
some of the sport out of it too
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
Man,
what do
this
you
place is
guys
getting
working? I
packed.
mean, has he got anything wild?
Anything
coming
new
out?
coming?
trying to think.
There's no way he's got time for
Well, you've got your
anything
fruit.
wild.
Well, yeah, poor guy's trying to get married, and Jimmy won't let him get married because he's too busy working.
Can you push that
I
back
was trying
for
to get him
another
married
year,
in the tap
please?
room. Yeah. Which the party's there, but yeah, he should have gotten married in the actual brewery
Yeah, there you go.
to save time and money.
He's still working.
I know you
He's
got
got
married
his
like
overalls
20
on.
minutes ago, but can you go check on that?
Well, when he's in Florida, he has me check on his temperatures while he's
Yeah.
gone.
That's what he said. He's like,
Every
I
day.
set something at
What's
90,
it at?
and then I left.
Where's it at? Yeah, it's 85. Okay, good. Then he can sleep at night.
Well, at this point, just set him up like a little camera aimed at the equipment,
I mean,
and then he could
God,
just remotely
maybe
monitor
you
it.
can Bluetooth it or something.
Yeah, well, you can remotely monitor it. I've got a camera that does that, damn it.
It's easier to text me and less expensive.
Well, time out.
Less
Is it easier?
infrastructure. For Josh, it is. I was there anyways. Why not?
Yeah,
If
sure.
I'm doing inventory, I can look at a gauge on a.
I tell you what,
Yeah,
though, you guys have
fermentation tank.
killer beer. Killer,
Thank you.
I mean,
Awesome.
your facilities are awesome, but your whiskey selection is bar none.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
I'm glad you noticed
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Noticed it. I
Yeah.
took.
He
I
drank
took,
all
We
of
took
it.
advantage of it.
I try and add a bottle now and then. And,
Dude, I mean,
yeah.
bar none, one of the best whiskey selections I can think
Awesome.
of.
That's flattering. I just hope to be a good one outside of Indianapolis. But if I'm hitting that kind of
I think it is.
recognition,
You
that's
know-
awesome. It's for me. I mean, I wanted my own excuse to have
Yeah,
Blanton's in
yeah,
a
sure.
brewery, and if I
It's-
can pull that off,
So
then
Blanton's was your excuse.
yeah, it
Ah,
really
fair
was.
Enough. Cool.
Yeah.
I
like
think
that.
Cowboy and I both kind of stopped in our tracks. We walked in because we weren't expecting that at all.
No.
expecting
We were just
another
going for beer.
We walked in, we're like,
Yeah.
We were like, holy, look.
Is there a hotel nearby?
And it was funny because I
Put you
walk
up.
in, I go, contradiction? What?
Right on. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know any bar/brewery or anything that has that around here, but okay.
Yeah, the building king
We're
with
like,
that liquor
we're gonna
license.
be here for a while.
Yeah, right. Set up
But
shop.
when you go into what else? What do you when you go to Crawfordsville and you go into Backstep? What are you gonna get? I mean, you guys have board games and stuff there too, don't
We
you?
do, yeah. People freak out for Battleship and Jenga are hot items in the tap room. I'm even thinking about doing a tournament. I'm trying to think of what could you win for a Battleship tournament, like a captain's hat or a big model Battleship. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something goofy.
And you,
Maybe
you
I can find something at
You
Goodwill.
don't do food, but you have a food truck or something. Or
We
what's
do
the-
food trucks. It's still
Right.
BYOF. We are
So it's
taking
the
a
spoon?
hard look at adding food.
That has its own problems, obviously.
It does, and that's why I've been reluctant to. But it might be a nice piece of the
You
whole
guys do
package.
what's the spoon thing? What's the? I always see the posts.
Growler and Spoon,
Growler and Spoon, yeah.
is a Juniper Spoon is a famous caterer from the area, the Purdue Wabash area. She does a tremendous job. So they come in mostly every other Wednesday and knock it out of the park.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, she's incredible food.
Well, yeah, and it's a great vibe for the whole town, the downtown scene. You know,
We're
it's
trying
just
to add
lots
to
of
that.
little-
And Crawfordsville is growing. Yeah,
It is.
Yeah, we're trying to do our
yeah.
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, we can all say you got to get down there. You got to get the Backstep. It's an amazing brewery. It's amazing beer. We
Josh
just
is
thank
doing
the world
great
to
work.
you guys, man. You guys are incredible.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, come on down. Love to have you.
Yeah, we're
you're-
gonna be back. We got to do another show there, definitely soon.
If you're on your way to Terre Haute or further out that way, please stop.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
it's not a
It's worth
I mean,
the trip.
I mean, don't follow the GPS that I followed because I went down some dirt roads somehow, and I'm not really sure what happened, but I eventually got there.
Yeah, we have paved streets for the most part.
I
You'd be
eventually got there,
surprised.
but we somehow got, I don't know, the Google lady.
I don't know what you guys did that
The
day.
Google
yeah.
lady just took me down
You can
some
only
weird
trust her
roads.
so much. Yeah.
Pat went to like a dead end. He's like, I don't know how we got here, but I was like, Pat, back up, get out, come on.
Pat, sometimes it's okay to use an old-fashioned map. I just
Maybe
wanna-
after Backstep, but not before.
remember Cotton Patch where they told us do not use GPS and somebody
Yes.
still turned on their damn GPS?
Yeah.
Yeah, remember
Yeah,
that? That was a
shut up.
lesson learned.
Shut up. All right. Well, cheers. Appreciate you stopping by. I know
Awesome.
it's
Good to see
busy
you
already.
guys.
I mean, we're still at the VIP stage. We might be at the regular
I
stage
know.
now, but you
We
got
a
beer
lot of beer
serve.
to go through. I
Yeah.
do. It's actually getting busy. I got to get back and
Yes.
help Josh. So, guys, come down for another round. and,
Absolutely.
we'll
Love
have
you,
a beer
buddy.
together. Thanks for having me again.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Cheers.
guys.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks.
Cheers.
Yeah, go ahead.
Rock the Junction 2019. Next interview.
We have a good friend, R2, here.
R2, head brewer over at Grand Junction.
How's it going?
Look at you, buddy.
So
Doing
we've,
good.
We've actually known you for quite a while.
Yes.
Yes.
From a different locale.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And actually, they're here today, right?
yes, they are. They are
Yep.
here today.
Beer Brewery.
You studied under the elusive Yeti known as.
Darren Connor. I did. I did.
Now, I don't think he's a real person.
We were talking about that over there while we were smoking a cigarette.
He is. I can vouch for it that he actually is a real person.
I just want to shake this man's hand so that I know he's not just some Yeti in the woods chained.
Surprisingly, he actually doesn't have hands.
That makes
doesn't surprise me.
complete sense. So actually, the first time we did a show at Beer, do you remember getting the grand tour of Beer?
I do.
R2 was there that day.
Yes. Yep.
He, carrying a keg from the back lot to the front, if I remember correctly.
And the Star Wars nerd in me wants to ask him if his assistant brewer's name is D2.
Oh my God, you had
No.
to go
Yes,
there.
you would have.
You joked around about saying that earlier, and I thought you were just kidding.
No,
but
see,
you
I
didn't.
knew he was going to be like, fuck you, Jordan.
He's
It's
tired
okay,
of it.
Say it.
Fuck you, Jordan.
Thank you. There you go. That's what I want to hear.
So, explain your journey to Grand Junction.
It all started in Bloomington, Indiana.
Yeah.
I was actually teaching rock climbing classes at IU.
I seen the carabiners on your arm there.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was an avid climber for a long time. Did it professionally for a little bit. Had a couple of injuries.
Well, yeah. Free climbing, or
Yeah, a little bit of it. Yeah, I'm not a fan of ropes and safety equipment.
that's why he's got the carabiners tattooed to remind him. Clip that one up, because
Yeah. Oh shit! I forgot something. Yeah.
Now, is every carabiner a different injury?
No, it's the evolution of the carabiner.
Oh, okay, right on. Yeah.
So it was at the time it was kind of a symbolism of the evolution of my climbing career.
Fair
Gotcha.
enough. All right, right on.
But
So you go ahead. Sorry, go into your first brewery or whatever.
I was working down there for IU, teaching rock climbing classes, and then I actually started in the kitchen at Yogi's, which is no longer around. And really got into craft beer at Yogi's. I was the asshole in the back of the kitchen screaming at everybody for a few years.
There's always one.
Yep. And my roommate at the time was the bar manager, and he was leaving to be the sales rep at Upland. So when he left, he said, hey, you know what? I know how much you hate people. You should move to the front of the bar and be the bar manager.
Because that makes perfect sense.
Yes, it did at the time. And I said, you know what? That's actually a really good idea. So I took over as the bar manager at Yogi's and was there for about 2 years. And that's where I met Ryan Connor, who is actually the head sales rep at Beer Brewery.
Yeah.
Yep.
He would come in every once in a while with some samples, and we would drink beer, and I would forget that I was at work. And we'd have a few too many. And when I decided stupidly to move up to Indianapolis and follow a girl,
isn't it always the way?
I know, right? It would have been better off if it were a guy. We'd probably still be together. But when I decided to move up to Indianapolis, he was the first person that I called. I got a hold of him, and I was good friends with Monty Spiker when Cutters was open.
Oh, yeah.
And then another friend of mine was actually the sales rep for Flat 12. So I had a few breweries that I had in mind that I said, you know what, I really like craft beer. I should probably see if somebody's hiring. And Ryan called me up one day and was like, hey, man, why don't you come up and check the place out, and we'll see if everything works out, meet everybody. And I started in the back like everybody does in this industry, washing kegs and slinging them around.
Cleaning.
Cleaning and serving beer. And
you know what, though? There's nothing wrong with that, because that's like Karate Kid shit. That's like, paint the fence and a lot of wax on, wax off probably. But you learn that basic, so you know when you move
more
up.
masturbation jokes on Pat.
Yes,
I was trying not to laugh.
We still all wax on and wax off.
If you learn that basic, then as you go up to be a brewer, you understand the need for the cleanliness of everything.
Absolutely.
And what comes with the daily grind of some of that stuff, but it's still necessary.
I think a lot of people have the common misconception that being a head brewer somewhere, you kind of have this rock star personification about you, and it really doesn't exist because you spend 90% of your day cleaning and sanitizing things. And, I mean, in reality, you're a glorified cook. You just you're sitting in front of a giant vat cooking something that doesn't become beer until you add yeast and oxygen and everything else to it, and you carb it up and you go from there.
But when people taste that and then they see you and they go, "Oh my God, that's the brewer." I mean, that you are kind of
you get rock star status at that point.
Who cares what you're doing in the back?
Sense.
They don't know. They're just drinking that stellar beer and going, "Holy fuck, that's awesome."
Well, speaking of stellar beers, we were talking about it earlier, and we asked, and we'll go into a couple of your beers. The Utterly Chocolate.
Yes.
We were asking in there, and I was asking, and R2, I think the one in the restaurant is you tweaked your tweak on one of the original brews, right?
Yep, it was.
So these guys were it was great. It was freaking
awesome.
spectacular.
It's chocolatey. It was like a milk chocolate bar in a glass. I mean, it's there.
Well, thank you very much.
It was delish. And I've always loved Grand's dark beers. You guys have always had a knack for it. With all your beers, but there's something about the dark beers you guys do I always really enjoyed. But that Utterly Chocolate is spot on. That's a treat.
Appreciate that.
What are you guys serving today? What would you guys bring out for the Rock the Junction?
Time out.
What?
Rye barrel.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, we did
well,
that.
we talked about that with John, right? Yeah, but
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, Cowboy just saw that. I thought you said there was a mix-up or something. We were talking earlier.
It was.
They finally found it.
I thought it was something else. And when we pulled it out of the barrel, it tasted completely different because nothing was carbonated, so it had a very light kind of mouthfeel to it.
And it still does. I mean,
still great.
It's
yeah,
fantastic.
Yeah, but after we carbonated it and I tried it yesterday, I went, oh shit, that's not what we thought it was. That's actually this, and I finally found the brew log from last year and went, okay, that makes sense.
Okay.
So yeah, it was.
Well, it's got a great. It's not. There's no heavy burn to. There was definitely no heavy burn to it or anything like that. It was awesome.
We said that for the ABV, man, that there is a huge kick of sweetness up front, but it just mellows out, and you get the rye and the dryness. It just balances. It's a beautiful beer.
Thank
it
you.
really is.
Thank you very much.
Awesome
No
beer.
chewiness. It wasn't like
Oh,
sickly
man, no.
chewy or anything like that, like you'd think it would be for.
I was
for that rye barrel.
really happy with the way that came out.
How long did that sit?
That went in the barrel, I think, like December 11th, and I pulled it out on Tuesday.
Which who was the what?
Ross Unionville.
Okay.
So I think it's a 95% rye. But that was we actually went down to Spyside Cooperage, right outside of Louisville, and the rest of the Russian Imperial Stout is sitting in George Dickel 12-year barrels.
Oh, you just made Jordan. You just made Jordan's day.
I just came a little.
He's yeah.
Get a little tickle in your Dickel on
He
that
has.
one.
I love Dickel.
He loves the Dickel with a little bit of a pickle back shot.
Yep. So that'll be the one that we bottled, and then we picked up 2 of the Ross Unionville rye barrels, filled one with the Russian Imperial, and the other one I still haven't figured out what I'm going to put in it.
How long are you gonna let that sit?
Probably a year.
Nice.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Nice.
So I think last year's.
I don't have that kind of patience.
Yeah, it's really hard going into work and seeing 4 bourbon barrels just sitting there full of beer, waiting and going, you know what? I could just pull a sample out
Just a
of
little
that.
bit.
Nobody would know.
just a tiny taste.
Just
Then a
a
year later, you open it up and there's nothing left.
Yeah. It's like, why is this one
Everybody had the
completely
same
empty?
idea.
Or you just done it every day for the last
Yeah,
year.
exactly.
Well, I want to see what it tastes like since
Today.
yesterday.
Yeah.
It was only 365
It evaporated.
samples.
But today so at our tent today, we're pouring our Westfield Pilsner. That was a new recipe that I did a few months back.
Yeah.
Seems to be going really well. That's what I'm happy with. And
Awesome.
then we've got our 1520 Hefeweizen.
Which is fantastic.
Yeah,
Yep.
excellent Heffy. Yeah,
I had that
Another
earlier.
good one that I like.
Now that's an all-day just boat beer. Drink it from morning till night and just go with it.
Yes,
Exactly.
I've done that a few times.
Oh, yeah.
There have been a
bet.
couple of nights I've spent sleeping in the back of a Jeep in the back of the brewery.
That's not the first time that's been brought up today.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He does it a lot.
No, it might happen tonight.
That's why I invited us out to the tap room afterwards.
Yeah,
It's gonna get cold tonight.
I got plenty of room back there, but you got to snuggle up with one of the dogs too. So
Bill.
Oh, I love
There you go.
doggies.
Oh,
Nothing wrong
darn.
with that. I'm good.
Beer, barbecue, and dogs.
Yeah.
Oh darn.
yeah, oh shit, that sucks. And then we also have our Doppelbock on, and our
I haven't had the Doppel yet.
Yeah,
I have not
it's-
have that one.
pretty good.
Yeah.
And our rye barrel Russian Imperial Stout. And then on deck today, we've got our ESB. That was another recipe that I rewrote and tweaked a little bit. And
That's
trying to
awesome.
think
Everybody,
real quick.
I think this year everybody brought way more than because last year I think they ran out kind of early.
There were a lot of people running out last year.
And I think this
Yeah.
year, I mean, everybody's bringing at least a couple extra
Yeah.
kegs of beers, kegs because I think. Hell, I think Primeval's got 10 kegs back there of different beers. I mean, their list is the longest I've ever seen.
It's almost like this is their first beer fest.
It is.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
Oh, yeah, wait,
Oh,
yeah.
that makes sense.
But even the pros here, some of them, they bring 4 or 5. Usually you bring like 4. But
Yeah.
that Rock the Junction, you usually, I think people have learned over the last 2 years, you need at least, if you're only bringing 4, that's fine, but you need to bring 2 kegs of each.
Yeah,
At this
absolutely.
point, especially this year, because
Yeah.
well, shit, VIP was 60% of the tickets.
Yeah,
this year.
I think I think we did just over 500 tickets for VIP,
Yeah.
and then I think we cut it off at right around 900 tickets this year.
Actually, John says 1,000. No, he said
Oh, he
1,000.
did?
It was like
Yeah.
600 VIPs and like
Yep.
400 GAs. But yeah, it's again, it's looking beautiful. Weather's still holding out for us, and we're happy to be here. So, R2, thanks, man, for hanging out with us.
Yeah,
Thanks
absolutely.
for talking about the beers, and we will obviously.
I will be back down in a minute for more heavy.
Well, yeah. And we'll be at the tap room. We'll and definitely we'll hear about next year's Rock the Junction soon. And everybody, make sure you're, tag, making friends on the Facebook page for them because they're always doing. You guys are always doing something. There's always a barbecue here or at the tap room or here or good food, and it's awesome.
And
Great stuff for Westfield.
Speaking of next year's Rock the Junction, something I want to get started again. The city of Westfield actually used to hold a downhill soapbox derby
race.
I want to start
for kids.
For kids, and
but we're all not really emotionally.
We're all kids.
Yeah, exactly.
We're all children.
We're all 40-year-old child.
We have the
children.
mind. Yeah, we have the mindset of 5-year-olds. So next year, I'm trying to plan something. I'd like to kind of do like a brewers only or a brewery only kind of soapbox derby.
Oh yeah.
But I want to make sure everybody builds their derby car out of like retired brewing
things
equipment.
that are at a brewery.
Yes, I want to see a lot of kegs get turned into four-wheeled.
I'm just going to take a bag of grain and try to put tires on it. Would that work?
Just from my physics background, I think the structural integrity of that, you're gonna have some problems with it. But I mean, good luck.
I'm not a big thinker.
Well, you put enough water in there and let it set up like concrete. Yeah.
A sour mash derby car.
Yeah.
But I was like, we were talking earlier. It was like, man, cut a keg in half. I'm gonna put 2 CO2 tanks on the back so I get a little extra boost right at the end to beat everybody. It's like nitrous, but for brewers.
Exactly.
or just get I guess we could just get a just get a nitro tank and.
If you got that kind of money, you need to be doing something else.
I am. I'm doing this. Come on. What are you gonna do? That'd be actually pretty fun though. We could have a pig car.
Fuck yeah, would
We could have a pig car.
Oh yeah.
That'd be awesome.
You need to make it look like a pig, though.
Oh hell yeah! There will be all yes.
We'll make it happen.
We can make that happen easy.
Dibs on crash test dummy.
Yes. Okay. Nobody's arguing the point there, cowboy. Yes, you get to try it out on a really big hill.
Deal.
That's awesome, man. I think that'd be hilarious.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, to start the. Even if you had the VIP and then you just stopped and had everybody part the Red Sea of the road and everybody just all right, time for drunken brewers to travel down a road at way too high a speed for their capacity, at least at that point.
Yeah,
do you have to have a beer in hand while you're racing too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I like it.
Thinking about that now, I feel like how much beer you have left in your cup at the bottom of the hill should
depends on if
that's got to be like a qualification.
Kind of like your old beer Olympics stuff,
right? Exactly.
For every half-inch gone, you've got a 10-second deduction.
There you go.
Yeah. And then when you get to the end, you have to chug a beer.
Yeah.
And then throw a full keg as far as you can.
Oh, it's like Scottish. It's like Scottish Highland Games, but with brewers.
Yeah, you got
just chuck it over a wall behind.
Ride a car down a hill, chug a beer, and throw a keg, and whoever does that the best wins.
Yes.
Like it. Love it.
If you don't throw your back out, you win.
Exactly. And then nobody's going to come to the one the following year.
I like it. All right, man. R2, we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you guys very much.
And cheers, man. We'll see you.
Cheers.
We'll look forward to the Derby race, man.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Met you in a haze of days, a deja vu, blazing down the avenue, trying to make a buck or two. You said you had nothing to lose, amazed I knew you were telling truth, so we blamed the days and drove out to something new. Here on a holiday stay, what we grew in the fields is what we ate. Wasn't enough to satiate the hunger in our souls, so I drank the blended cactus and you set up Glassy eyes and a darkened mind. He sat completely paralyzed, like a ghost who'd lost his grip on the ground. But life's a